Hey everybody, welcome to Hoosier Adventures. My name's Jim. Thank you for dropping in and spending some time with me. I'm out here, what we call the boat barn, because this is where we store my ZV-19 Pro. And I'm getting ready to do some updates. The new Lowrance 25.1 and rebooting the system once you do the update. So I just accidentally didn't get my mic turned on, so I didn't have any volume on the first one, but I've got 3 more to do, so it's not a big deal. I'll kind of walk you through what I do. So we're going to my 10-inch here, and I always take the current SD card out of it, and then I'm going to load. So I download from my computer in the house onto an SD card, 32 gigabyte SD card, all my updates. And then I place those updates on this SD card. I place it in the HDS Pro. Now this is my HDS 10. And then basically I'm going to power this on. So as you can see, validating update, please wait, do not turn off during update as this may damage your device. So you want to make sure you've got plenty of battery power when you're doing this. Like I'm here at home now, the boat's plugged in, my battery's at 100%, even though I don't need Wi-Fi to do this update because it's on the SD card, my Wi-Fi is fine, so it can do its thing. Now, doing a hard reboot after you upload this 25.1, I think is extremely crucial that you do this. Now, if you haven't saved your settings prior to any of this, you will have to reload those settings. I reload my settings afterwards every time. When you're rebooting, it's basically wiping any bad stuff out of this system. These are computers. And the last thing you want to do is have your new update in there, and at the same time, it's corrupt in any way, because then it could affect its functionality. So as you can see, update is being finalized. Please do not power off the unit. So kind of let it just kind of do its thing. And then we hit accept, okay? We go to pages, which is this button right here. We go to settings. We scroll all the way down and we go to where it says about. And now you can see the 25.1 has been uploaded, okay? Now what I like to do is I like to do a hard reboot once this is all done, okay? To do that, you're going to hold the minus and plus and down and simultaneously hold the power button. So we're going to power it down, okay? And now I got to have both my hands. I got to put you guys down for a moment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the minus and plus down and then power the unit on it, which should reboot the unit. And that's a hard reboot. So be back with you in just a second. Okay, so now it's rebooting. So when you hold the minus and plus and hit the power and then hit your power button, you're going to hear a beep, okay? And now it's going through and update is being finalized, and now we've done a hard reboot on this unit. So any settings I had in here, I'm going to have to go back in and put those settings back in there and stuff. We can go in and verify everything one more time. Hit your page button, your settings, scroll down, hit your about, and the new version 25.1 is in there. Now, if you feel like, or you're worried, because I know there's a lot of buzz out there on the internet that, people are saying that they're having problems with 25.1, you can take what you've got on here, your 23.3, I think it is, or something like that, the prior version 25.1, and you can put that onto an SD card, and if you don't like what you got here, you can put that SD card in there and go back to that prior version if that's what you want to do. I don't usually have too many problems. I take it step by step. Like, I don't do, all my systems are networked together, but I still do them basically one at a time. I know they say I'm capable of powering everything up, sticking it in there, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and it gets done. But I don't do that. I prefer to do it like this, just to make sure that, you know, what I'm doing, I can check visually as I do each unit. So that's just my preference. And it seemed to work in the last one. So I've done 2 updates. My boat before my Nitro had Lowrance on it, so that's where I learned how to do this. And then it just, to me, it's simpler if you have more than one unit. If you only have one unit, then you have nothing to worry about, okay? So I'm going to bring you guys back as soon as I get the other ones updated, and then we'll kind of look at some of my settings and stuff just to make sure. Now, obviously, I'm on land. I can't test anything, so any of my settings could vary just a little bit. You know, water clarity makes all the world in a difference in a lot of your settings, so, you know, you may have to micro adjust. And it changes from lake to lake. Like, I live pretty close to Lake Schaefer, Lake Freeman in Indiana, but if I go down to southern Indiana, fishing lakes down there, believe it or not, a lot of my settings change, you know, contrast and things like that all change just because of the water clarity and stuff and how dirty the water is. So hopefully this is helping some of you, you know, and then once we get it out on the water, you know, obviously we'll do an update video, kind of go over what settings I'm using. So I do a ton of crappie and bluegill and walleye fishing. So, you know, I know a lot of the videos out there kind of say focus on bass fishing. That doesn't really help guys that are, say, bluegill fishing, because, you know, it's a much smaller fish. And so you may have to boost your contrast just a little bit, or you tweak some things to make sure that you're getting a good solid shot and stuff. So, but we'll be back with you here shortly, and we'll kind of go through some of those. All right. Okay, guys, so all 4 of my systems plus my active target now has been updated. So one thing I want to really point out is if you're doing that hard reboot, okay, I'm going to show you, for instance. So all of my waypoints are now gone, okay? So you have to save these waypoints onto an SD card and then reload them. If you do a hard reboot, it's going to wipe all these out, okay? So make sure your routes, trails, and waypoints has been backed up onto a 32 gigabyte or no larger than 32 gigabyte SD card, so that you can reload those back in, and do that before you do the update, okay? Now it's gonna be kind of hard to do my settings when you're setting in here in the garage, because it's obviously not going to show anything. So I think what I want to do is once I get out on the water, I'll spend some time. I'll do an actual video of me putting in the settings that I use on my HDS Pros when I'm crappie and bluegill fishing. You know, I do have to tune, you know, if I'm doing some walleye fishing a little bit, because obviously the fish are a lot deeper sometimes. You know, vice versa. I mean, again, there's just some different things that you got to pay attention to. Water clarity is another big one and stuff like that. So, but please make sure that you back up your waypoints, your routes, and your trails onto an SD card, and always save those. Now mine are all backed up obviously on an SD card, but I wanted to show you when you do that hard reboot, it's gone, okay? So if you don't have your waypoints, routes, and trails backed up on an SD card, you're gonna lose them. There's no getting them back. So make sure that before you do anything with your units, that you're backing this stuff up to reload it once you do your hard reboot. So all my systems are up, running. Obviously, I can't test them because I'm not in the water. But I'll bring you guys along for that and just kind of go through what I do. Maybe it'll help some of you. Maybe it's just a refresher for some, and then, for others, it may not help you at all. But a lot of what you can do is through your settings, though. If you want to see, you want to see what your system's at, you just go to settings, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and hit about, and it tells you the version you're on, okay? I'm not sure my active target's still on. Let's see here. You can go to sonar, and so it's not on this one. Let's try this one. Let's go to settings, sonar. So you can go to active target installation, okay? And it's not detecting it right at the moment. Just hit okay. I may pull it up here in a second. But if you go to that, it's going to bring up a screen and it's going to show you, what your current versions and stuff are. I powered it down, so I'm not trying to waste a whole bunch of battery power and stuff. So anyway, that's it on this part of it. Hopefully, like I said, this helps you a little bit. Hopefully we'll be out on the water here for long. I will tell you there's one thing that I do, okay, that may help you. So when I'm running my side scans, okay, I say scans because I set it up so it looks just like this. You have a left side, you have a right side, and then I run my down imaging in between. This one is set strictly to the right side of the boat, okay? So right only, okay? And this one is going to be set, which is to my right, right only. I think I did them backwards, actually. Let me see here real quick. So yeah, this one would be left only, okay? I think you get a much better picture by doing that. Again, it's just really, up to you guys on what you're looking for. Obviously I can't show you. So if it's really easy to set that up. You click on, if you go into your pages, you can go up here, you hit add, you do a side scan, and then you do a down scan. You come up here and you're looking for the 3-box thing here, and then you can move this one over like this. So now that this is your right side, this is your left side of your boat, and your down scans running everything right through the center, okay? Once you have that, then you can click on this. You go to more options. Once you've got this box highlighted, okay, that's your left side. And then you can go in here to view and just hit left only, hit back, click on this box. It lights up orange. Go to more options and go to view and hit right only. And that's what you'll have. So as I'm running down through the water, I can see that. Now, one of the things I thought about choosing this year, trying something a little bit different, is my side scans, okay? And then my down imaging with my sonar, okay? And then basically looking at it just like this. So now I have my scans like this. So I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna go over here. So this is my left side here. I'm gonna go left only, okay, which it is. I'm gonna go here, more options, right only, which it is. And then I have my down scan and now my chirp, my sonar, okay? So, and then basically my 10-inch is just primarily charts. Everything I do on it is just my charting stuff. As I'm driving, this unit's right in line with me. And then my front 12 unit basically runs my sonar and my down imaging so that I can see what's around the boat and things like that. So again, I hope this helps. I'm not a pro at this or anything. To be honest with you, I'm just I just figure it out. There are some really good guys on YouTube that you can learn a lot of good things from on this stuff. So obviously, I encourage you to check their channels out and stuff. And then feel free to email me or leave me a comment. And if I can answer your question or give you some pointers, I sure will do it. So, all right, guys. Well, kind of a shorter video day, but I think an important one, especially for guys that are running, Lowrance equipment on their boats. I've been a Lowrance guy since the late 80s, so I've seen their stuff come a long way. I have the Ghost, I have the HDS Pros, I run Active Target. I do run Active Target 1. I have not ever upgraded to Active Target 2. With this update, I may never have to upgrade. I don't know. I will tell you that I do use the crappie fishing gear live sweep turret. So my Active Target is not hooked to my trolling motor shaft. So I run about a positive 2 degree on my setting for my Active Target. Just because the bracketry that comes with Active Target for your trolling motor has, I think it's a negative degree. I probably ought to check and make sure I'm telling you this right. That it helps it align with the, and shoot over the motor and that kind of stuff is what I've been told anyway. So since mine's just on a turret, and there's a couple of, I think there's at least one video, if not two, that shows that cornfield crappie live sweep on my boat. I do love it. It's totally remote control. I have wireless pedals. I have the remote control, and I love it. I think that thing runs, I think somewhere around $1,200–1,300. So, obviously, if that's not in your budget, you just got to go with what's in your budget. This was my retirement, so what I plan to retire on. So I'm good with it right now. I get it paid for before I fully retire, and this boat will last the rest of my life for me. So no questions about it. So, but anyway, if there's any comments or any questions, leave me a comment. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe. It helps this channel. The way YouTube algorithm works, it really helps the channel. We're striving to get to that 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year. We're doing really good. I think we're close to 60 now. We're getting ready for our first giveaway. That's coming up this coming week. And then we'll have another giveaway. And once we hit 100 subscribers. So I'm excited about that. Already got the prize, so I'll be launching that out there here for long as soon as we get through the first one. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. And, you know, as we get through going through spring and summer and stuff, we got tons of content coming, and already got some videos planned and everything. So we greatly appreciate you guys, you know, coming to the channel, watching our videos. We appreciate the comments. I respond to every comment. I respond to every email. You know, we are a very subscriber-driven channel, so if you would like to do some fishing or some camping or, you know, something with us, and you don't mind being on YouTube, we'd love to have you. So, you know, again, we're very driven by by the people, the subscribers, and the content that we put out and stuff. So, anyway, I appreciate all of you very much. Have a great evening. Hopefully this video will help some of you out just a little bit. And I promise as soon as I get out on the water, I will do a full-fledged video on a lot of my settings that I use, especially when I'm crappie and bluegill fishing. And hopefully it'll help some of you guys out. Till the next time, guys, so long. And everybody have a great evening, and please be kind. Thank you.